Right, welcome guys. Jonathan Majors is back in the news. Why? Because Rolling Stone have audio of him admitting to strangling his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. This comes shortly after movie studios saw fit. I guess they thought it was safe to release the trailer for Magazine Dreams, and then subsequently The Hollywood Reporter did what looked like a puff piece for Jonathan Majors. Now, I know lots of people really supported him. This is pretty damning, to be fair. I mean, it is pretty damning. Like he does admit to strangling his ex-girlfriend, which is pretty mental. Now, I'm not going to say. I mean, who knows what the situation is overall, but he's seemingly apologetic, as in he's seemingly. The statements in there are of him owning the blame of it all, kind of, to a degree. It doesn't really sound like... It's not... Lots of people like to compare Jonathan Majors to Johnny Depp. They are different. This seems to be him going, yeah, no, I did this. Soz. It's not like this weird he said, she said. It's not that sort of manipulative element that you saw from Amber Heard and Johnny Depp and all this kind of stuff. It's on a completely different stratosphere. He's just like, yeah, you did this. And she's like, yeah. She's like, you did this. And he's like, yeah, I did. So there's I've never done that before, but yeah, I did to you. Which is pretty bad. I mean, yeah, let's just listen to it. This is on Rolling Stone. So they've got these just ridiculous adverts. Just a whole screen of adverts. But anyway, he basically said, I'm ashamed I've ever... I've never been aggressive with a woman before. I've never aggressed a woman. I aggressed you. You strangled me and pushed me against the car. Yes. All those things are under aggressed. Yeah. That's never happened to me. So he says, let's just listen to it and you'll see what I mean. It is pretty damning. So let me just make sure you can hear this, and let's listen.
I'm ashamed. I've never wrestled with a woman before. I mean, it's just, I've never aggressed a woman. I aggressed you. Like,
you strangled me and pushed me against the car.
Yeah, all those things are under aggressed.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's never happened to me. So
Because I said something sarcastically, if in your eyes.
Clearly it's more than that.
Yeah.
Clearly
something inside of you.
Yeah, towards you.
Oh man, that's not good. That's not good at all. Listen to that again, because I think the audio was a little bit too high for you guys.
I'm ashamed. I've never wrestled with a woman before. I mean, it's just, I've never aggressed a woman. I aggressed you. Like,
you strangled me and pushed me against the car.
Yeah, all those things are under aggressed.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's never happened to me. So
Because I said something sarcastically, if in your eyes.
Clearly it's more than that.
Yeah.
Clearly
something inside of you.
Yeah, towards you.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yes, all those things are under aggressed. Yeah, that's never happened to me. Because I said something sarcastically in your eyes. Well, clearly it's more than that. Something inside of you. Yeah, towards you. It's pretty bad. So both an attorney and agent for Majors did not immediately respond to requests for comment. An attorney for Jabbari declined to comment. Some details of the dispute previously emerged during Majors' criminal trial in late 2023, where he was found guilty of reckless assault in the third degree and harassment following a different fight that took place in New York. He was arrested in March 2023 for allegedly attacking Jabbari, who sustained a fractured finger and a cut to the back of her ear. Throughout the trial, Majors claimed that Jabbari was the aggressor in that incident. He was then acquitted of the two more serious charges, intentional assault and aggravated harassment. But because a judge barred any previous instances of alleged physical abuse from the trial, only the aftermath of the September 2022 fight Majors pleading with Jabbari to not go to the hospital and threatening to kill himself were mentioned in court. Claims by two of Major's ex-girlfriends who alleged he emotionally and or physically abused them during their relationships with him were similarly blocked from being shared at trial. One of the ex-girlfriends, actress Emma Duncan, claimed Majors once choked her and in another argument threatened to strangle and kill her. Majors' attorney claimed he never choked or threatened Duncan. So when Jabbari sued Majors last March for defamation, assault and battery and malicious prosecution, the complaint gave a full account of the alleged September 2022 attack. Jabbari and Majors settled the case last November. So this probably came out from there, I'm guessing. The prolonged fight allegedly began when Majors became upset with Jabbari for going to a pub with a friend and having the friend back over to their house, according to evidence presented at the trial and Jabbari's civil complaint. The fighting continued over the next few days, with Majors admitting in a separate audio recording played at trial that he had a temper and that he expected Jabbari to hold herself to the standards of Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama in order to support him. On September 20, 2022, the situation escalated according to the lawsuit when Majors became physically aggressive and pushed Jabbari so hard that it bruised her backside. She attempted to leave the house, but Majors allegedly picked Grace up in the air and threw her against the hood of her car. I'm guessing that's from her neck. Grace began shouting for help. The lawsuit continues. Majors then forcefully grabbed Grace, placing her in a headlock and putting his hand over her mouth to prevent someone from hearing her cries for help. He brought Grace back into their house and held his hands around her neck, stating that he wanted to kill her and that he was going to kill her. Majors then started hitting Grace's head against the marble floor while strangling her until she felt she could no longer breathe. That's pretty mental. Majors later texted Jabbari and pleaded with her not to go to the hospital. According to the suit and evidence shown at trial, saying, quote, "I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you can actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something." So I've heard all that before. Jabbari went on to tell Majors, "Why would the man I love throw me around, strangle me, and look at my eyes and say he hates me and wants to kill me? I'm reminded of what happened each waking second because I can barely move without pain. I also have to heal physically. That's not me stating other than facts. I've endured a bad head injury and feel unwell. I have brain fog. I have a constant ringing headache." Majors denied being physically abusive to Jabbari. Well, that sounds like he admitted it to me. Pretty bad. Now, this audio comes in the wake of Majors sitting down for his first major interview since his domestic violence sentencing, and a judge ordering him to complete a 52-week domestic violence intervention program. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter ahead of March 21st release of his film Magazine Dreams, which the trailer does, looks fine. Which had been shelved by Searchlight Pictures following Majors' arrest, but got picked up by a small distributor, Briarcliff Entertainment. Majors declined to answer specific questions about Jabbari's accusations. He also didn't address any abuse claims raised by two former partners. But he did say, at some point there has to be accountability for writing your own story. Am I going to fall into that narrative of falling apart, of self-destruction? Have a struggle, blame the world. Have a struggle, hate yourself. Have a struggle, deny everything. None of those narratives is beneficial. Okay. Have a struggle, learn, metabolize, grow. And then there was loads of people that were praising him and basically filleting him. So yeah, pretty mental. And he said, "My hands have never struck a woman ever." Sounds like maybe that's a lie. Sounds like maybe that's a lie. Yeah. There you go. I don't have much else to say here. I think the audio speaks for it all. What do you think? Because he was basically trying to get a comeback. This is pretty damning. Thoughts? I'm curious to hear what you think. Leave them down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.